Damn, who's this Jack motherfucker on the screen? So my physique has gotten better 5 years in a row consistently. And today I'm gonna show you how I did it, how I got my physique better every single year without fail. I'm gonna break it up into small steps so you guys understand it a lot better, because when I was watching these videos way back in the day, I remember I'd have to look up a different video for bulking, different video for cutting, different video for training. I just wanna get it all in one video so you are equipped to stop being skinny fat in 2025. Or if you're skinny or fat, this also applies to you. So let's get straight into it. So I'm gonna break it up into 3 steps. Step 1 is the basics. The most basic thing that you need to get jacked every year consistently is consistency. If you don't have the consistency, you're never gonna get jacked. No matter how low you start, you could start with 30 minutes a day in the gym. You just need to get in the gym consistently week after week and start progressing as soon as you can. And I mean gym and diet. So if you're on a deficit, which that would be losing weight, you need to stay on your deficit for multiple weeks in a row. If you want to gain weight and build muscle, you need to stay in your calorie surplus, hitting your protein goal multiple weeks in a row. Start with very basic. Start with the dumbed down version of fitness. Don't try to jump into the most advanced bodybuilding training, the most advanced bodybuilding diets, because you're not there yet, bro. Let's be honest. You're skinny fat. You're at the lowest starting point ever. If you just ate more protein, that's a huge win for you. Now the basics are away. Step 2 is diagnosing the problem. Where are you at? If you're skinny fat, are you on the fatter side of skinny fat, which I'll put up on the screen right here, where you actually have a pretty big stomach, but you really have no arms? Or are you on the skinny side of skinny fat, where you're literally just skinny, but you don't have abs? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna suggest to you a different solution as a guy who has the belly. Step 3 is the solutions. I'll have both of the solutions on the screen for which archetype you should do if you're on the fatter side or skinny side. I'll show you what both of them look like. Solution A, if you're on the skinnier side, I'm gonna suggest you lean bulk and put on the size. You don't have enough muscle to where even if you cut, you still wouldn't have abs and look good. It's not a fat problem for you, it's a muscle problem. So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is do a 4 to 6 month lean bulk. Now, not a fat bulk where you're in a 700 surplus, just trying to gain as much weight as possible, where you just get fatter faster. No, I want you to gain mainly muscle. So we're just gonna start off with a very small surplus. You could go on the MyFitnessPal app and put on, I wanna gain 0.5 pounds every single week. 0.5 pounds is the best metric, because let's be honest, bro. If you're gaining even a pound a week, you think you're gaining a pound of muscle a week? Fuck no. Muscle is a marathon, not a sprint. Unless you have top 0.1 genetics, you're not getting a pound of muscle a week, even if you're just starting off. 0.5 pounds of muscle a week is perfect to start off. And it's a very doable surplus if you're a hard gainer, because most people can't eat that much anyways to gain 2 pounds a week. Now, how you get to the 0.5 pounds a week, what do I eat, you might say? I want you to stick to the very basics starting off. I want you to hit your protein goal and body weight, and I want you to hit your calorie goal, whatever it says on MyFitnessPal, which is likely going to be a 200 to 400 calorie surplus. Ideally, I'd want you to eat 4 to 6 whole foods, but if you need to get the calories in however you need to get them in, you need to get them in somehow, right? And as for training, I want you guys to go up in weight every single week. It can be also a very small change, like on bench press. I want you guys to do 5 pounds heavier than last week, which would be 2.5s on each side every week more than you did last week. If that makes sense. Fuck, I think that didn't make any sense. Let me explain that better. Going up 5 pounds every week on a compound lift like bench is a perfect way to progressive overload, but also on shit like a back squat too, that's perfectly fine. You could probably jump even more. One of the best things you could do starting off and lifting on a lean bulk is train on a split, whether it's push-pull legs, Arnold split, push-pull legs, Arnold split, or full body 3 times a week. I want you guys to learn a split to learn the consistency of showing up every single day. And as for rep ranges, I think a perfect rep range, let's just say on flat bench, 3 sets of 5, and then go up 5 pounds every week with that. That is perfect. Isolation exercises like, machines, I think stay in the 10 to 12 rep range. That should be perfect. As for total sets on the workout, I think it really depends on the muscle group, but I think when you're starting out, you should only do 5 to 8 sets per muscle group per workout if you're going hard on those sets. Now, solution B, if you're on the fatter side, what you should do is cut for however long necessary, because you're fat, bro. Let's be honest. Like, yeah, I could say build muscle. No, you're fat. You're fat, ugly. Society hates fat people. We know this, bro. Start cutting, start looking good, get that confidence up, And the main thing with cutting is just staying in your deficit with a high amount of protein. If you have a high amount of protein when you start lifting in a deficit and you go slow enough in that deficit, you can gain muscle while in a deficit when you start lifting. So make sure your protein is a little bit over your body weight. That's all I ask. Probably, I think a good thing to aim for, if you're like 150 pounds, I think you should go 175 grams of protein to make sure you're building that muscle. But even if it's your body weight in protein while cutting, that's still good. You just need to really prioritize high protein while cutting. And the meals don't change either. I still think you should do around 3 to 5 meals if you're cutting. One meal being like a pre-workout snack, like a Rice Krispie you can have. When you're cutting, you really need the quality of food if you want your body composition to look good at the end. But still the basics regardless. High protein, calorie deficit. Go on MyFitnessPal, lose 2, I'd say either 2 or 1 pound per week. Stay in that deficit as long as you need to get your goal. Because once you get to your goal and weight, then you could assess, okay, maybe I start my lean bulk, maybe I cut. And one huge thing in the deficit that'll help you a ton, which will let you eat more calories, is doing 30 minutes of cardio 3 to 6 times per week. Now 30 minutes of cardio being incline walking, here's my settings I use, I'll put it up on the screen, or Stairmaster. I think those are perfect. But also you can have fun doing cardio, like go for runs, whatever you enjoy doing, do it. Because why would you make cardio miserable for yourself when it can be fun? And huge if you're cutting. Lift 3 to 6 times per week on a split. Some people, it's unreal to me. They just lose weight when they're cutting and they're like, well, I just cut and you thought you were skinny fat, but now you're skinny with no abs. Now you're really fucked because you just cut, but then you need to add the weight again in bulk for no reason. So you need to lift and add a little bit of muscle while cutting down so you look good when you get to the cutting weight. And how you do these things consistently over the years, it's by sticking to the basic plans. Just 4-month bulk, 8-week cut, perfect. That is a perfect split. You can also main gain, but we all know that shit's bullshit if you want to progress your physique. The best way to progress your physique is going to be in bulking and cutting cycles. I slightly disagree with Greg Doucette on main gaining because most people can't do that, let's be honest, bro. I think you should do dedicated lean bulks and dedicated cuts throughout your time to keep progressing every single year and getting closer and closer to that Greek god physique. This is pretty much what I've done my entire lifting career, and hey, I look pretty good. But I'm gonna be firing these YouTube videos fucking every day for 150 days in a row. Everyone on my Instagram saw that. If you're gonna work with me one-to-one, links in the description. Make sure to sub because there's gonna be 149 videos in a row every day coming at you. This is the first out of 150. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys get fucking jacked and stop looking like some losers in 2025 because you cannot be skinny fat in 2025, bro. This world is way too competitive for that. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.